Light in your bag and relatively light on your wallet. For its class, the $1,052 Asus ZenBook UX430 offers high-end features, such as an 8th Gen Core i7 CPU, 16GB of RAM and a 512GB solid-state drive, in a 2.78-pound package. In addition to strong performance, this Asus laptop offers one of the most colorful 14-inch displays we've tested. You can get longer battery life, a more elegant chassis and a better typing experience from competing laptops that cost hundreds more. But considering what you get for the money, the ZenBook UX430 is a great value. Design. The Asus ZenBook UX430 has a premium but plain gray aluminum chassis that will neither embarrass you nor make you stand out at the coffee shop. Like most Asus ZenBooks, it has a metallic, concentric circle design on the lid, with a matte metal deck, sides and bottom surface. Weighing just 2.78 pounds and measuring a modest 12.8 by 8.9 by 0.6 inches, the ZenBook UX430 is really light and easy to carry for a 14-inch laptop. Ports. You'll find a decent selection of ports on the UX430. On its right side, there's a USB 3 port and an SD card reader. The left side has a micro HDMI port, a second USB 3 port, a 3.5mm audio jack and a USB Type-C connector. Unfortunately, the Type-C port cannot charge the laptop, and considering the ZenBook's premium aspirations, a Thunderbolt 3 connection would have been appreciated. Thunderbolt 3 allows you to connect to a variety of high-speed peripherals, including external GPUs and powerful docking stations. Display. The ZenBook UX430's 14-inch, 1080p display is a feast for the eyes, filled with vibrant colors and detailed images. The matte screen is also pretty bright, registering 286 nits on our light meter. That's about 13% above the category average and good enough to provide wide viewing angles. Colors faded only very slightly, even at 90 degrees to the left and right. However, the XPS 13 is a full 29% brighter than the ZenBook, and the IdeaPad 720S is also a few points ahead. Performance. With an Intel 8th Gen Core i7-8550U CPU, 16GB of RAM and a 512GB SSD, the ZenBook UX430 is well equipped to handle serious multitasking and productivity tasks. The ZenBook UX430 scored a strong 12,973 on Geekbench 4, a synthetic test that measures overall performance. That's 51% better than the category average and 82% higher than the score from the IdeaPad 720S, which has an older, 7th Gen Core i5-7200U processor. The Dell XPS 13, which we tested with the same exact processor as the UX430, scored 9% higher than Asus laptop. The laptop's 512GB key SSD promises fast performance, and it undoubtedly enables speedy app opens and a responsive system. However, the drive turned in a mediocre 145 Mbps on our file copy test. That's far behind the 216 Mbps category average and less than a third of the Dell XPS 13's 508 Mbps mark. The ZenBook UX430 can crunch large spreadsheets without breaking a sweat. The machine took just 3 minutes and 8 seconds to complete our spreadsheet macro test, which matches 20,000 names with their addresses in OpenOffice Calc. That time is about a minute and a half quicker than the category average and a minute better than the time from the IdeaPad 720S. The XPS 13 finished the test in nearly the same amount of time. Battery life. The ZenBook UX430 lasted 8 hours and 40 minutes on the laptop mag battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi. That's long enough to take you through a workday, and identical to the category average for all the 14-inch laptops we test. Heat. The ZenBook UX430 stayed pleasantly cool throughout our tests. After we streamed video for 15 minutes, The touchpad measured 80.5 degrees Fahrenheit, the keyboard hit 85.5 degrees and the bottom went up to 89 degrees. We consider temperatures below 95 degrees comfortable, so this laptop definitely fits the bill. Software and warranty. The ZenBook UX430UA runs the signature edition of Windows 10, which means that Asus does not preload any of its own bloatware onto the system. The only Asus software we saw on the system was the Audio Wizard, which lets you control the sound output, and a product registration app. Asus backs the UX430UA with a standard 1-year warranty on parts and labor.